Dola. Pompan. Vieira. Merino looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Pompan. Passing is crisp and sharp. Chanatip. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's picked it up out wide. Now the delivery. Desai clears it away. Oh, really cute. He'll try from distance! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
No surprise there. Can't be hesitant in those moments, Peter. Just allowed the defence to regroup and stop the attack.
Dola. Thuram did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. From Zwickau. It's a promising position. Well, now here's a good battle by... Decent chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Giattaso actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. In towards the back stick. That's really well cleared. Pompan. Great defending, strong and determined. Schweinsteiger did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Some really good ball movement. Luis Suarez.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
That has not gone well. Pompan. Manchester United couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Aimed at the far side. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
Added time.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Dola. Oh, easy pickings there. The whistle's gone, and that's the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
A quick reminder
Manchester
today
United
that
go in
smoking is
at
only
half-time
allowed in areas
with
shown
a
on
game
this
to
map.
chase.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we get things going again.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Looking for the run. Send Wang. Great ball, and he's in here. Manchester United have their third corner. Cleared away. Chanatip touches it back. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Looking for options for movement. Could be danger here. Dola. Merino. Not the most accurate pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's a little off target. Manchester United still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Schweinsteiger defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, nicely intercepted. Ratchaburi appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And it's Messi. Schweinsteiger is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He is through here. Senamuang. Kiatisuk ploughing through the middle.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
From Zwickau. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. That is a great pick-out. Suarez has it out wide and in space. Van Bronckhorst. Schweinsteiger. Oh, good ball. And he shoots! And there's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Goal! After 72 minutes is...
So that's two now without reply.
Marino!
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Goes for a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Desai, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. It's not an especially good pass, that. That pass has been well intercepted. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Tries to play it through. Neatly clipped into space. Chanatip.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Pirlo spots it and intercepts. Threads one in. Schweinsteiger receives it in. And there's a goal! Oh, but the flag's up.
And needless to say, he disagrees.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Manchester
Number 10.
United are able
Number
now to make their
11.
substitution. It's been on the
Number
cards
13.
for a few moments
Coming
now.
on the field, number 6, number 8, number 2.
Mickelson. Pompan. That's an imaginative pass. That's good vision. Plenty to aim at here.
Can he finish? Has been indicated.
Pompan. Defending was strong and firm. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And we're done. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
everybody,
it might
and
not
welcome
feel
to
like that.
today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then. The unmistakable Daniel van Baalsen.
One of those players that's been there, done it, got the T-shirt.
And perhaps that's his greatest strength, Jim, his experience.
Certainly one of them, Peter, although for me his all-round game is what impressed most. He's a credible goal threat too, both inside the box and from range.
Yeah, he's got one mighty shot. Chance for a shot! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Mohamed Salah! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Gerrard with the short one. The ball has bounced loose now. Defending of the desperate variety. Rodri. He's having a pop! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
And here's Mbappe. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's cut it out. Manchester United leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Bale. Cruyff. Shot a goal! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Van Dijk. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. It's a good surge he's making up the left-hand side. Nicely shaped ball.
Liverpool really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Rodri, a player who needs no introduction. Van Dijk. Tries to play it through. Cristiano Ronaldo. Pull it. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he was quick to react. Vieira. For Bale. And it's Thuram. Ferdinand. For Nesta. And it's Neymar. Neymar making good progress. Ball's gone out of play. Ferdinand. Yeah, he's fouled him there. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Mohamed Salah has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Jude. He's had it taken off him. Bullet looking understandably energised after his goal. Roberto Carlos.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Stood up well to him there. Neymar. And it's Bale. It's not an especially good pass, that. That's Thuram. And that has left him in a heap. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Bale has it out wide and in space. Oh, well played, well played.
Manchester United can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Taken back almost at once. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. That's really well manoeuvred. Koundé. Roberto Carlos. Nicely weighted ball. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's a simple one for the keeper. Just eases him off the ball. Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. That's the end of the first 45. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Manchester United up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Manchester United just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 7.
So the action
Cristiano
resumes.
Ronaldo. Coming on to
Manchester
replace him
United can
is
do themselves a
number
massive
9,
favour by grabbing another
Erling
one here.
Haaland.
Manchester United come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Bale, who's set up 1 goal so far. Neymar. Messi, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And Cruyff! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's a throw-in.
Substitution in progress.
Ferdinand. Salah. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Knocks it into space. Flings it across. Out of play for a throw. And it's Salah. Pull it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Manchester United are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Neymar. Bale finding himself in space. Terrific effort! Now, who's going to be first to this? Shot could be on. Takes a shot! The message is clear, none shall pass. Messi! Brilliant save from Alisson! Oh, can he get onto this? And he's intervened well there. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram, a picture of focus and alertness. That's a throw.
Substitution.
Koundé. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Pull it, never out of the action for very long. Now he's got space here. Neymar. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Koundé. Back to the keeper it goes. Bale. 75 minutes played. And it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And back to the keeper.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And this is Luis Suarez. And he's gone looking for safety. Manchester United still ahead by the game's only goal. Haaland. Real chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And he's picked it up out wide. Looking for the run, delivered across, and straight back out.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Corner number 2 then.
Number 14, Johan Cruyff. Bale. Coming on the field, number 18, Gerrard. Number 3, Roberto Carlos.
And that should get the job done. That'll be a throw.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And here's Haaland. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Cuts out the supply. Aimed beyond the defence. Chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Bullet claiming the Man of the Match award. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, this place really is impressive. High-tech, modern, and right up there amongst the very best of Brazil's stadia. So, straight into the action. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
Messi wins the duel this time. Haaland wants to run onto this. Romero gets over and intercepts. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation. The raw power, the speed, the ability to find the net in all sorts of ways. Sometimes you just wonder how you're going to stop him, and I think as a defender you'd be hard-pressed for answers.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Very nicely done. Thuram, played over towards the opposite flank, succumbs to the pressure. Roberto Baggio, who can single-handedly make a difference. And it's Baggio.
Such good technique.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome. Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Roberto Baggio. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Romero gets across to intercept that. Albert Ferrer. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Romero. Rijkaard. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Mateus. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Roberto Carlos. Well, that pass isn't the best. Bellingham. Haaland.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he cuts out the supply. Approaching the half-hour mark. Cruyff, looking for a runner. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. He's had a shot! He's got a goal! They are purring, truly purring.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Nicely aimed pass. It's anyone's ball now. And we have our very first corner. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Not the best distribution from the keeper. And here's Haaland. He's having a pop! Sensational from Haaland! A finish of true class! A goal at a really telling moment! And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Thuram. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Not where it came from. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
England clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, sweet feet. Looking for the run. Neymar receives it in a wide position. Cross needs to be good. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Manchester United are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And the keeper's got it again. Thuram. Vieira. He's had it taken off him. Can he get it through? Good take, and Mateus! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Thuram. Messi has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Albert Ferrer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Now that's well seen too. Forwards and with intent. Now what about a counter-attack? A probing pass. No luck with that dink over the top. Nedved. And it's Nedved.
Público presente na
Baresi.
partida de hoje.
played for Rijkaard.
62.005 espectadores.
Almost an hour gone. Haaland, here's onto this. And here's Messi. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though. Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Albert Ferrer. Rijkaard. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Ibrahimovic coming on here, a change that was broadly anticipated. Oh, super goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Oh, that was breathtaking. He'll never hit another as well in his whole career.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bellingham. Defending here is really tight. Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Thuram. Just about up to 75 minutes. Vieira. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's clever. And Cruyff! And that would have been game, set and match.
Cruyff clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
substituição no time da Inglaterra.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Camisa 9, camisa 24, camisa 26, camisa
Played out wide.
17.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And now they can spring out of defence. That has been cut short. Eto'o, Rooney, shoots! And there's a goal! Right back in the game!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
England cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Dink through. Khan gets it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Neymar. This might spell danger. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Messi, played into space, and this is Hullet. He has found the way through. Shot a goal! And that's a sharp finish. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And it's Cruyff. Gattuso. Now it's Neymar.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Baresi makes the interception. Rijkaard, not the most accurate pass. Now that looks a decent ball. Cruyff. There's the header! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Certain sip. And that is that. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Cruyff claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.